Hello, welcome to Gus McDoll Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. In this series, we play through the 16 operations of the German Grand Campaign in Close Combat 3, the Russian Front. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and like the video. And if you want to show your support with a donation, the links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Click to start Bootcamp 5 and learn how to use Armour. Close Combat Bootcamp 5 – Fighting with Armour. Close Combat 3 reflects the real fighting on the Russian front. Many of the battles and operations revolve around the use of armour. This session focuses on how to use armour effectively. There are three types of armour: tanks, tank destroyers, and self-propelled guns. All three are tracked vehicles armed with main and auxiliary guns. The main gun is almost always an artillery piece, usually an anti-tank gun ranging from 2 cm to 15.2 cm. The auxiliary gun, or guns, is a machine gun mounted on the tank's front or on top of the turret. Although all three types of armour are tracked vehicles with powerful main guns, the resemblance ends there. Tanks have their main guns mounted in a rotating turret. Consequently, a tank doesn't have to move its chassis for the main gun to traverse the tank's field of fire. Issue a fire order to the KV-1 targeting the building to the south as indicated. Note how the KV-1 was able to swing its turret-mounted gun without moving its chassis. Now issue a fire command to the Su-100 tank destroyer to the left of the rail station, targeting the building to the north as indicated. Note how the tank destroyer must turn its chassis to traverse its main gun. Tank destroyers don't have turrets, consequently they need more room to manoeuvre and require better footing than a tank. Self-propelled guns are similar to tank destroyers. They don't have turrets, so they must move their chassis to traverse their main gun. However, self-propelled guns are not always anti-tank guns. These vehicles were often intended for infantry support and for targeting buildings, bunkers, and fortifications. However, most were used against tanks too. Open terrain and dry weather are the ideal conditions for armoured warfare. Frozen ground can provide good footing for tracked vehicles. However, deep or wet snow can bog down armour. Close terrain, city streets, dense forests or steep hills, and wet weather are less than ideal conditions. The number of armoured vehicles also impacts how you use armour. If your active roster consists mainly of infantry and a single tank, you'll probably want to use the tank as mobile infantry support. If your force is primarily armour, you'll probably want to coordinate an armoured assault. Whether you plan to attack or defend also impacts how you use armour. If you're planning on attacking, you may want to keep your armour in one large or two small armour squadrons. If you plan on defending, you may want to spread your armour out to create many ambush opportunities. The type of movement command you issue to your armour will depend on the situation. Order the T-34 to move fast along the road as indicated. This is a good opportunity for me to demonstrate waypoints. Hold down the Shift button while you issue the movement order. Oops! Bootcamp won't work if you don't obey your orders. You must obey orders or the session stops and we display this message box. Click on Click to continue to return to the session. Obey the orders! I guess you're not allowed to go Bolshi in the Red Army. The other tanks in this scenario include a T-34, Su-100, KV-1S, and 3 T-34-43 model.
Передвижение закончено.
Good. If your armour is advancing on a known enemy position, moving fast makes your vehicle harder to hit. Now order the T-34 to move fast back up the road as indicated.
На позицию.
Excellent. Notice how the T-34 turned around and then moved fast back up the road. If your tank had been under enemy fire, it would have given the enemy a shot at its least armoured location, its rear. To keep your armour facing forward while moving backward, you need to use the move or sneak command. Issue a move command to the T-34 and place the destination dot as indicated.
Передвижение закончено.
Note how the T-34 kept its front forward as it backed up. You'll want to use either the move or sneak command when moving away from an enemy firing at your tank. Since tanks and tank destroyers have their heaviest armour forward, their sides and back usually have less armour. Consequently, you want to try and get flank shots while preventing the enemy from getting the same type of shots. Congratulations, you've completed Boot Camp 5. You've learned some basic armour tactics. Put them to use in your next battle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.